Hey guys, my name is Kelly. I'm sorry I look like crap. I didn't shave or do any makeup or anything. I'm kind of lazy at the moment, but I've been in a bit of a depressing slump, and a lot of it goes back to this other YouTuber, aka she uploaded like 6 times and half of them were on my channel, named Catrina Wind. Now, you guys probably have not noticed, but I have not been taking any selfies with her. I have not been talking about her. I have not been making any collabs with her, and all of our collabs, except for the American Idiot cover, even though that is a trash can, I want to leave it up because it has a lot of memories surrounding it, and I don't want to forget that. But all my other covers, I didn't delete them, I just put them on private. And a few of them I deleted, but a couple of them I only put on private. And I've been feeling really depressed lately, and I wasn't sure why. I was like, maybe it was my ex, and that's part of it. A lot of it has to do with my relationship with Catrina. So, a couple months back, this was like early July, it's like late August now. This is the summer going into my freshman year, by the way. But we've been friends since, like, kindergarten. We were best friends since, like, 3rd grade, so. As you can tell, we've known each other for a really long-ass time. We hung out every day. She always came over my house. And then, sometime in July, it was the day of the fair. And I made some new friends, and I was having a lot of fun with them. And I asked her to come join, and she was, like, pissed off at me for some reason, but then she said, oh, like, I forget why she was mad at me. It was so long ago, but, well, it wasn't long ago, but so much has happened since then, I don't even want to go into it. But we were kind of mad at each other, but not like, we're not going to be friends anymore mad. Oh, yeah, I remember. So, was a 4th of July party. It was like a few days before the fair. Her and her mom were throwing a party, and this girl who I used to go to school with, but, like, we stopped talking around, like, 5th grade. Everything was water under the bridge. We were, like, left on a really sour note, but, like, everything was fine. Her and her friend came over, because, their parents were best friends, like, with Trina's mom, and she introduced me to them, because I was kind of awkward, and she was like, hey, this is my best friend Kelly, she's gay. And I was so beyond pissed about this. And, like, I could have, like, blown it over. It wasn't that big of a deal. But, like, an hour after that, we were playing, like, Would You Rather, or Truth or Dare or something. The question was, like, something like, oh, would you kiss the member of, like, the same sex for, like, whatever the reward was? Like, I think it was, like, a large sum of money or something. And then she's like, oh, Kelly, don't answer this. And I'm like, you can fucking gender swap it. I would kiss a man for a lot of money. Like, give me money, I'm poor. But she was so rude about it. And I was pissed. But, like, it wasn't, like, break off the friendship angry. It was just, like, okay, I'm not gonna talk to this person for, like, a week, and then everything will be cool. And then it was time of the fair, and she didn't have a ride. And she's like, Kelly, can you please give me and this other girl a ride to and from? And I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. I'm hanging out with my friends. She just disappears on me. Just leaves the group. I introduced her to everyone. Everyone was cool and chill. And she just leaves. And then you know what happened? Like, an hour before the fair ended, it was like 9 o'clock. She's like, gotta ride home. Bye. Never speaks to me again. Except for, like, until, like, a few weeks later. But we're not getting into that. So, I am terrified, because it was, like, really late. It was dark. My sister had, like, this really bad, like, ear infection. She couldn't hear. She was, like, messed up. She had to go home. So, my dad drove her home. And she didn't tell me, because her phone died. So, I was, like, there alone. And then, like, the people I was with was, like, these 2 people who were, like, dating. And this other girl. And the 2 who were dating, like, kind of went off. So it was like 10:30 at night. I'm terrified of being alone at night. Ever since I was sexually abused, I hated going outside, and I hate going alone or at night. It just freaks me out. It's one of my biggest fears, because I hate, like, being alone at night. And it was awful. Luckily, the other girl that like, was with our group, she hung out with me, and it was really nice, and I was okay. But I was so angry at Jenna, because she wasn't there, and I was, like, dying, because she knows how terrified I am of this stuff. I told her everything. Like, me and my ex broke up in the group chat, and it was just awful, and oh my god, I was just so scared. And she did this to me, and then I was like, you know what, maybe something happened with her dad, she needed to go home. But nothing happened. She was just bored with my friend group, and I think the main reason she did this is because she was, like, she got into this really, like, smart school called Communication, where I'm going to my regular public school, which is, like, right next door. I thought, like, oh, this will be fine, but she was always rubbing it in my face, and she was so much smarter than me, even though we get, like, similar grades. But she always made fun of me for, like, when my grades dropped from last semester, but that's because my grandmother got really sick, and I had more important things to focus on. And she would always make fun of me. But I think the main reason that she stopped talking to me is because I made other friends, and she got really upset that I had other friends besides her, because I never said she couldn't have friends, and she texted me, like, this was, like, a couple weeks ago, like, 3 weeks ago. She texted me, and so Catrina's like, she literally said, I hate being your friend, and, like, we were supposed to be together, like, best friends forever, but you know what, you don't deserve to be my friend, because I was being, like, it was a one-sided relationship, and I'm like, how? Because I always invited her to hang out, we were, like, good friends, like, we were there for each other, and she just completely abandoned me for no reason. I don't know what I did, and I really wish someone would tell me what I did, but she said, oh, you know what you did. I do not know, and I really need to get this off my chest, because I'm just so angry, and I hate being angry. But this was just so stupid. And I never feel like I can trust anyone ever again, because, so that's why I don't have any friends at the moment. I spend my birthday alone, crying in my room, alone. It was so fun. And now I'm just sitting here drugged out of my mind and dying. And it's mostly her fault, and I'm sorry that I'm just such an emotional wreck right now, but I don't know what I did. I'm just done, you know. This is the end. Bye guys, hope you enjoyed, and I just wanted to make a video clarifying about what happened to us, and why I don't do collabs with her anymore. Thanks for watching.